Racing action. 2005 race winners Davi Millsaps riding a Honda and Josh Hansen atop his KTM are prepared to battle fiercely for that top spot on the podium. Chad Johnson has already captured an ARENACROSS title this year, and he jumps to bring home the trophy from the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis next on Speed. The Amped Mobile AMA Supercross Lights East Coast Series riders are ready to drop the gate in St. Louis and begin the battle for the highly sought-after crown. On this frozen night in the Midwest, the best way to stay warm is to grab a handful of throttle and let your adrenaline take over as round one gets underway. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen alongside former Supercross Lights champion Denny Stevenson. We've had some great races on the West Coast and some very talented riders here on the East Coast, Denny. Do you expect the same type of competition?
Definitely, Ralph. This is the opening round of 7 for the East Coast guys. Josh Hansen, Davi Millsaps, they threw it down last year in 2005. Throw in Chad Johnson, the National ARENACROSS champion. We got a big night of racing here in St. Louis.
Well, let's show you how the points stacked up at the end of 2005. As you can see, there was actually a tie for the #1 spot between Grant Langston and Josh Hansen. However, Langston was awarded the title because he had more wins. And Langston this year in 2006 competing for the West Coast Championship. Now, before we begin the night with our first race of the evening, let's head downstairs to Chris Gosselaar, who's standing by with one guy who's already won a title this year.
The Supercross Lights East Coast division is just getting underway, but one of the riders, already a champion, Chad Johnson, just recently clinched the Toyota ARENACROSS National Championship. Chad, congratulations, and you did it in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, me and Brock went in there tied the last weekend, and you know, we battled hard Friday night, and I ended up getting him, and then Saturday night he ended up getting me. So it was definitely a tight finish. I only won by 1 point, and you know, I was just happy to be the champion and come out on top. But you know, Junior Jackson and Yamaha were definitely 100% behind me. My family, my wife, you know, everybody was behind me for it. So it definitely made it a lot easier. But you know, I'm pumped to be here at St. Louis on my Motoworld Racing PPG Yamaha, just going into another season.
You overtook Brock, that being Brock Sellers, by that 1 point. Do you feel like that's going to be an advantage to you, already having that championship and kind of, you know, dealing with some adversity in that series here in the Lights?
Yeah, for sure. You know, you definitely come in a little headstrong, and you know, it's definitely, I think, going to help out. And, you know, I'm just trying to get used to my bikes here and put in some good rides.
All right, he comes in with confidence. Last year, he finished 13th in the East standings.
Thank you, Krista. Okay, Denny, take us for a lap around the racetrack here inside the Edward Jones Dome.
Here in St. Louis, we're moving east. One thing when you move east, the dirt's considerably softer, ruts are going to develop. But we got a long section of whoops tonight. Not quite as deep as that opening round in Anaheim, but a nice long set, going to make some changes. Traction to break down a little bit. The whoops going to be a good place to pass. You see Sean Hamlin on his Rockstar Alloy Suzuki coming through the rhythm section. A couple different ways to get through that. You can either double in, triple out, or maybe some guys even can triple in. A dragon back whoop section, doubling into another off-camber section. Some ruts going to develop there as well. A single double into the very first triple jump off the track. Big air for Sean Hamlin into a little rhythm section. And this section's very cool. You jump on, and you jump off there. It's a new way to use the tunnel jump here in St. Louis. Into the second triple jump. Another flat jump into about 5 whoops, a tight left. And that's the first lap, an opening lap here in St. Louis with Sean Hamlin.
Let's show you the road to tonight's main event. We'll begin with 2 heat races. Each one of those heat races will be made up of 20 riders, 6 laps, with the top 9 advancing straight to the main event. Now, if you haven't transferred out of the heats to the main, you get one last shot in the last chance qualifier. 22 riders, 4 laps. Top 4 go straight on to the main event. And that main event will be 15 laps with 22 riders. Let's show you our Dunlop starting list for heat number 1. Josh Grant, Justin Buckaloo in this one. Sean Hamlin will be a rider we'll be talking a lot about, Denny.
Yeah, the greatest thing about an opening round of a series, Ralph, is that all these guys feel they can win right now. None of them kind of settled into a spot on the field, and all of them think they can win. That's the greatest thing about an opening race, and I think we're going to see a lot of guys run up front we probably didn't see last season.
Let's head downstairs now to Chris Gosselaar, who's standing by with a progressive pre-race report.
Guys, we've been talking a lot about Davi Millsaps, and we will continue to talk about him, but 2 other Hondas in this heat race we need to keep our eye on. Number 141, Steve Boniface, and number 24, Josh Grant. Josh was second only to Millsaps in the second practice. The gate is about to drop. We're getting moved off the course. Keep your eye on both of those Honda riders. Boniface with 6 in points last year. Grant was 8th.
And that's Steve Boniface right there, the number 141. Our onboard camera will be carried by Sean Hamblin, the Rockstore Suzuki Bills Pipes Helmet Cam. Here we go.
Josh is coming off of a knee surgery. He tore up his ACL in the offseason. Yeah, he was originally scheduled to ride the West Coast, but bumped over to the East Coast, and now he is out front in his heat race number 1. Obviously looking like that ACL is all healed up.
Quick onboard shot from Hamlin. First lap is completed.
Josh is laying down some really fast lap times in practice. The second fastest guy out there. He's now out front, taken off real quickly. The guy in second, we saw just behind the screen right there, goes down big time in the whoops. I believe that was one of the Star Racing riders, number 53 of Matt Gerke, but nonetheless, Josh Grant out front.
And Gerke was riding up near the front. And Grant has really started to open up a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, that's the best thing about getting out front early. He can ride this track himself. He knows he can lay down some quick lap times. He's already done it in practice. Clear track ahead means he can pick his own line, jump all the things he knows how to do it, just break away.
Krista, what can you tell us about Josh Grant?
Well, guys, Josh Grant is definitely hungry. You know, he's kind of been the forgotten rider, especially for Honda. His best finish last year was second. That was at Daytona. This is kind of the time of year when he really starts to peak. Of course, the Daytona race last year, a little earlier in the season, that really set him off. He's ready to try to turn things around this year with this race here in St. Louis.
Daytona coming up in a couple of weeks. Of course, you'll see it right here on Speed. And look at the gap between first and second place. This belongs to McGurdy right now, the 248. Donnie McGurdy out of Tampa, Florida on the Kawasaki, the Team Green Rider. And there's a good look at the number 93 of Mayer. Pete Teddy's holding down third place right now.
Teddy Mayer, young rider from Iowa, riding on that Richmond Kawasaki Moose Parts Limited. He's teaming up with, he's actually teammates with Donnie McGordy, getting a chance to show his wares here in this East Coast Series. And Josh Grant, on the other hand, Josh has been known more as an outdoor specialist. I mean, he's had some good results in Supercross, but he's really excelled outdoors. It looks like in this offseason, despite being injured a little bit, he has turned it around and figured out this Supercross class.
So right now, everything's smooth for Grant as he's got a healthy lead. Remember, the top 9 transfers straight on to the main event. Josh Grant leading here in heat number 1. Stay with us. Right after this, we'll have more from St. Louis. Continues to lead, just pulling away right now. McGurdy behind him in second. Mayer back in third, and one rider moving up through the field is Davi Millsaps. Millsaps on the 118. There he is right there. And Denny, this is a rider we expected to see not just transferring to the main, which he'll do with his 4th place finish, as he actually battles for 3rd here. But really thought he'd be battling for the win in heat 1.
Well, it's been known that Davi Millsaps is a fact. He's not a good starter. He's always getting buried back in the pack. He's a big guy. He might be giving these guys probably about 20 pounds, some of these young, smaller riders. But right now, Davi Millsaps, he's clicked off a 52.5, the fastest lap time of this heat race, about a half second faster than Josh Grant, and Davi did it coming to the pack.
He just moves around Steve Boniface to take over 3rd. Good look at Davi Millsaps on the 118, who's moved himself up into 3rd. Davi got a terrible start, and now actually moves himself up into 2nd place. So Davi Millsaps, not well known for good starts, Denny, but battling up towards the front now and almost lost off the front wheel there. Yeah,
Davi's he's a big kid. You know, he's probably giving up 20 pounds, some of these smaller riders, and he's always starting the back of the pack. You know, sometimes that can make you earn it, but you get caught up in the traffic. Some bad things can happen, but he's laying down some of the fastest lap times, a 52.5 the lap before, a 53.1. He's turning faster lap times than Josh Grant. Meanwhile, Josh is out front, though, clear sailing.
And on the final lap here at St. Louis in heat number 1, Josh Grant making his way to the checkered flag, just one more corner. There it is, checkered flag, and Josh Grant takes the win in heat number 1. Top 9 will transfer straight to the main. And our final transfer spot will go to Sean Hamlin carrying the onboard camera. So in a couple corners here, you're going to get the sky right over the finish line jump. A few more whoops, and here you go. Quick look over your shoulder. Sean, you're going on to tonight's main event. Let's head downstairs to Chris Gosselaar.
Josh Grant, our winner, very excited, and I would imagine kind of you're looking for some redemption. I mean, we've talked about how you're kind of the unsung hero for Honda. Do you feel like you've made a statement tonight with that heat win?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come out here and show these people what I've got. I mean, I've trained really hard for this last couple months, and I'm really itching to win. I mean, it's really hard to say, like, you know, what I've been through and what I'm going through. So I'm glad to be up here for them.
He's going to make that statement on his bike tonight in the main event. Back upstairs.
All right, Krista, thank you very much. And as you see from the results, Josh Grant was the first one to the line. Actually, Branden Jesseman turns out to be the last one to straight transfer on to the main event. Sean Hamlin was 8th. Davi Millsaps works his way all the way up to 2nd. Let's show you the Dunlop-sponsored starting list for heat number 2. And in this one, we've got Josh Hansen, who we talked about earlier tonight, as a rider who tied for the points lead at the end of 2005.
Yeah, a heartbreaker for Josh Hansen. He almost wins the title, loses on just a matter of not winning enough main events. This season looking to redeem himself.
Here's Krista with another Progressive Direct pre-race report.
A capacity crowd here at the Edward Jones Dome. All of them glad that we're in a dome because it's so cold outside. Josh Hansen, definitely one of them. He's from the West Coast, trains in the West Coast. He went to all the West Coast Lights races this year. He said when he walked out his door, he's like, what the heck have I gotten myself into? He thought Toronto was bad for the Worlds. He said, this is cold. He is so glad we're in a dome. He's hoping to cross some heat with his bike tonight.
Riders stacking up in the first corner. It's going to be the 977 jumping out into the early lead here. Actually, I believe that's 577, isn't it, Denny? Martin DAVALOS.
Martin DAVALOS with that Star Racing Lucas Oil's Yamaha's teammate right there in 2nd. Bryan Johnson quickly jumping out front with a couple Hondas in tow.
Teammates battling as we complete the first lap. Krista talked about how cold it was outside today. Oh, DAVALOS is down. Crashing hard.
Big trip over the bars for Martin. He dropped the front end, lost that rhythm. When you're going through a section of whoops off, you want to touch the front wheel and the rear wheel off of each whoop. He dropped the front end, the rear came over the top, and down he went.
Glad to put Johnson out front. And that'll move to 37 Kelly Smith from Michigan on his Honda up into 2nd place.
Josh Hansen in 3rd, trying to drop the inside right there. Kelly Smith trying to move into 2nd. Bryan Johnson was originally riding the West Coast Series, crashed in a section of whoops, broke his arm, and has now been moved to the East Series. As we take a look at Martin DAVALOS right here. Watch him, breaks him to the whoops. He missed the whoop, drops the front end, and Splatto, the Yamaha, just crushes him. Going to the back of the pack. Martin is going to have to go to the last chance qualifier.
Back to the battle for the lead. And here comes the number 100 of Josh Hansen. Hansen challenging Johnson for the lead, and he's going to get it.
Oh, and then he kills the motorcycle. Bryan Johnson kills the motorcycle. Kelly Smith piles in the back of him. Both guys are off the track. Opens up the door for Josh Hansen. Just shows how quickly things can change in this lights class. A simple bobble can take you right out of qualifying position and into that last chance qualifier.
So the Red Bull KTM rider now with a healthy lead. Remember, the riders in green across the top of your screen hold the 9 transfer spots straight to the main event. Those riders in red still hopeful they can increase their position and move on to tonight's main. Stay with us, more action coming your way from St. Louis after this.
Josh is another rider who had some injuries in the off-season. Actually had some injuries last summer, was unable to compete in the outdoor nationals, spent it under the knife. He went to surgery, had some work on his wrist, had some work on his knee. He's looking back. He went to Canada, raced the 2 preseason races. Now he's looking back. He's 100% ready to fight for this Lights Championship that he lost so closely last season.
Josh Hansen on the Red Bull KTM leading heat number 2 here in St. Louis after getting around Branden Jesseman. The rider who is expected to challenge for the title this year here on the East Coast Series has opened up a healthy lead over number 42, Thomas Hahn out of Texas. Chris mentioned earlier, Denny, the temperatures outside here in St. Louis with the wind chill factor down below 0 tonight.
Very cold outside. That's what's so nice. One of the things you got to deal with when you move east, cold temperatures outside, but fortunately we have the dome here, perfect temperatures, and the track as well. You don't have the sun beating down on the track all day long like we had out west. Inside we have this nice dome. You can see the moisture in the ground. You're also going to see some ruts start to develop as the night goes on.
How tough is that for the riders to get themselves prepared to go racing when you're dealing with the temperature change like that?
Well, fortunately here in St. Louis, we're able to pit inside, so the pits are warm. You're able to warm up your body, get ready for these races.
Hansen, Hahn, and Walker on the 122. Matt Walker sits in 3rd. That, of course, is a transfer spot. Top 9 going straight to the main. Hansen will easily do that. Final lap for heat number 2. Pointing to the crowd. One more corner, and Josh Hansen wins heat number 2 here in St. Louis.
Look at this race, Ralph. These guys are all over the place. That's what the great thing about the lights class is. You can put a blanket of over about 15 different guys. These guys battling out in final transfer positions.
Fighting for those last couple of spots. We'll have to wait for the results from scoring to actually break down the top 9. Here's a look at the results and a couple things to point out here. Tucker Hibbert was the rider that fell down in the first corner right after the gate drop. He worked his way back to an 8th, and Martin DAVALOS got up and made a transfer spot. Krista.
Possibly no one more excited to get this East Coast season started than Josh Hansen after so narrowly missing the championship last year. You made that look easy.
Yeah, I mean, I came out here, I know what I want to do, and I'm trying to make it happen, but like I said, I'm just thankful for being up, walking, talking. I dedicate this race to James Marshall. I mean, I grew up racing with the kid and stuff, and it's hard to see. And giving you the confidence going into next weekend is hard to see after seeing that. So I couldn't thank Red Bull KTM enough. One Industry helmets, my dad, Davi Millsaps, Answer Racing, Alpine Star boots, Hart and Huntington, just everybody in general, Dragon goggles for being behind me, and Dunlop tires.
All right, thanks. Josh Hansen, our winner of heat number 2.
Tomorrow on Speed, catch AMA National ARENACROSS from Charlotte. Chad Johnson and Brock Sellers go handlebar to handlebar as they race into the Queen City. AMA National ARENACROSS from Charlotte tomorrow at 5 Eastern, only on Speed. It's been a frigid day here in St. Louis, but the folks have enjoyed themselves inside the dome. Stay with us. The LCQ coming up next here on Speed. Michael and James Bubba Stewart have been battling all season long, but Chad Reed has been lurking and is tired of taking a back seat. Watch these two-wheeled superstars soar into Atlanta. AMA Supercross from Atlanta tomorrow, 6 Eastern on Speed. Let's show you the Dunlop starting list for the last chance qualifier. Kevin Johnson on the number 95, the rider out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hoping to transfer straight through this. One of the fast riders in this one. Before we can drop the gate, let's head downstairs to Krista for a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Some of the lights riders are racing in the East Coast because they needed extra time to overcome injuries. Others are playing to their strengths. The dirt here in the East, a much different consistency than on the West Coast. In the West, it was very hard packed. Here, very soft, it will begin to rut. That will be an advantage to some.
Maybe an advantage for Kevin Johnson on the 95, or possibly Kelly Smith. Oh, we drop a few riders. our early leader, Denny.
Kevin Johnson, fresh off the Toyota National ARENACROSS Series, making the transfer over to the Supercross right now. You know, if you're racing ARENACROSS, you know how to get out front quickly. Kevin Johnson proved that in his last chance qualifier. He won a number of events in National ARENACROSS. His brother Keith, he rides in the Supercross class.
What is it about ARENACROSS racing that would make him such a good starter?
Well, in the ARENACROSS Series, the tracks are about 30 seconds long, passing a little bit more difficult in a much more open field. The Supercross starts are very important. They're very important in Supercross. They're about 10 times as much important in ARENACROSS. Kevin Johnson showing his skills right now.
Kevin Johnson, your early leader, on the number 95, out front. Right behind him, the 256. That's Branden Jesseman out of Cairo, Georgia. A lot of guys out of Cairo. What's going on in Cairo, Georgia?
Cairo, Georgia is the home to Davi Millsaps and the Millsaps training facility. A lot of guys going there. They have Supercross tracks, they have outdoor tracks, they have living facilities, a perfect training ground for a lot of these young riders. So they basically moved down there to Georgia and start getting their mail there and learning from the best. Davi Millsaps, one of the best kids in the lights class. Two of the guys right now in second and third. Branden Jesseman, Kelly Smith. We saw those guys actually earlier in that heat race. They tangled and had to go to this last chance qualifier. Again, these guys battling it up, trying to get this final transfer spot.
That's Smith on the red 37. Remember, the riders in the green numbers at the top of the screen all hold transfer positions. Top four coming out of the last chance qualifier. Those in red still hoping to improve. Yellow flag waving, a rider down just past that triple. This battle for second between Johnson and Smith continues.
Branden Jesseman, a young rider, pretty much new to the lights class, rode it a little bit last year. Kelly Smith, on the other hand, he's a veteran in this class, been a while, former Yamaha rider, now riding the Motorsports Honda, trying to get it done. Both these guys in qualifying position. You don't want to do anything stupid when you're in second and third. You're only going to improve one spot in the gate pick. You don't want to have to make a mistake. You go out of transfer and sit in the stands.
Oh, like that, right there. Could have been costly for Kelly Smith.
Yeah, Kelly's pride is getting a little away here right now. He needs to kind of settle down, tangle with Bryan in the heat race. That's why they're here in this last chance qualifier. You need to settle down and just get it in that main event.
Meanwhile, nobody able to catch this machine, the 95 of Kevin Johnson. Working his way through the final rhythm section. Kevin Johnson going to the main as he wins the last chance qualifier here in St. Louis. Kelly Smith gathers himself back up and claims a transfer spot with a third place finish. There's a look at the four riders that have transferred out of the last chance qualifier to fill out our main event lineup here tonight in St. Louis. Tomorrow night, get all your racing updates on Speed News Sunday. If you missed any of the weekend's racing action, don't worry. Just tune in to Speed News Sunday for the best highlights and recaps. Whether it's full-fendered, open-wheeled, or two-wheeled, Speed News Sunday has it covered tomorrow night, 7 Eastern on Speed. The main event is coming up here in St. Louis. Stay with us. And now here in St. Louis, round number one of the Supercross Lights East Coast Series. And here's our start list brought to you by Dunlop for the first main event of this 7-race championship fight. Kelly Smith is in this. Tucker Hibbert got the transfer through. A lot of big name riders. Kevin Johnson has made it into it. And Denny, everybody's looking to score those all-important first round points.
And just like every main event we talk about, the start is going to be all important. Davi Millsaps started that heat race way back. He's going to need to start out front if he hopes to come out of this season opener with a win.
With another Progressive Direct pre-race report, here's Krista.
Well, I think we need to make special mention of number 37, Kelly Smith. He's kind of the Bull Durham of this East Coast Light Series. He's been racing now in his 9th year in the East Coast. His best finish actually in the last 2 years, he's finished 5th in points. I believe his best finish was 4th the year before that. He has raced basically every kind of bike, KTM, Yamaha of Troy. Now he is with Motorsport Honda team. He's from Michigan, but he calls St. Louis his favorite track. He almost won here in '99. but lost on the last lap to Ernesto Fonseca. His birthplace, though, Denny, Cozad, Nebraska. Where the heck is that?
All right, Denny, so where is that in Nebraska?
It's west of Omaha, where I'm born and raised.
Which is pretty much everything in Nebraska, right?
Exactly.
All right, there's a good look at the 100 of Josh Hansen. He calls Lake Elsinore, California home. And the 118 of Davi Millsaps out of Cairo, Georgia. One interesting thing about Davy, he wears that neck roll. You don't see much of that.
Davy's worn it ever since he was on the little bikes and carried it on to the pros.
One rider all the way off the track. That's the 37 of Smith. Kelly Smith, the rider who's off, and Hansen out front.
Gosselaar had the whole shot. Josh Hansen made quick work of him. He's out front right now. Josh Hansen going to want to lay down some quick lap times, establish a big lead. Nothing more important than getting the start. Josh Hansen out front. He's able to ride his own track, his own lines, try and pull away because he knows that Davi Millsaps and the other guys will be coming.
Well, the other thing, too, is we go on board Sean Hamlin with a Rockstar Suzuki on-board helmet cam. One of the other things, too, Denny, is you want to set the tone for these 7 races. And by getting out front early here in round 1, possibly dominating, it's a good way to do that. Puts yourself in the minds of the rest of the competition as this championship chase gets underway.
Well, that's what I mentioned at the very start of that heat race number 1. At the very opening round, everyone thinks they can win. No one's settled in. Motocross, Supercross guys sometimes tend to have bad habits that once you've got a 5th or a 6th or a guy's beating you, you kind of convince yourself, oh, this is where I need to be, that's where I need to be on the track. In the opening round, you don't know where you need to be. You just got to figure out, try your hardest, get out front. That's exactly what Josh Hansen and Chris Gosselaar is doing there in second.
Gosselaar holding down second place, a rider out of Victorville, California, on the Kawasaki Monster Pro back machine.
And one thing about Josh Hansen, Josh is a very smooth rider. He's not one that likes to ride over his head. He likes to ride in the box of comfort, I guess you could say. And he right now, when he's out front, he can set that smooth pace, doesn't have to ride over his head, doesn't have to try anything to try and pass somebody. Where'd you see Davi Millsaps right now? He's going to try and have to make things happen. He's chasing down Thomas Hahn, who's an excellent rider. When you make a move, you got to try something a little bit maybe you wouldn't normally have to do. And you're going to see Davi Millsaps try and open it up a little bit, move past this young rider.
Millsaps in the white riding gear on bike 118 holds down 5th. Hahn has 4th in the red and white gear. And boy, Millsaps, oh, here comes Millsaps inside, makes a strong move. And I talked to Davey earlier today. He was all fired up, ready to go. I said, what have you been doing since we last saw you in Canada? He said, not much, just riding and training and waiting for my opportunity to show what I can do.
Davi Millsaps just turned 18 on February 15th. Still a very young rider. You forget he's been around already. This is his 3rd year in the Supercross class. When you start out your career at 16 in pro ranks, 18, you're already a veteran.
Battle for second starting to develop between Gosselaar and Jesseman.
Branden Jesseman, a former East Coast Lights Supercross champion, kind of fell off the map there, had some bad luck, went and did some ARENACROSS, and now got a new opportunity with the Yamaha Troy team. And he had some fast lap times in practice, try to turn his career back around and get back on top.
He's in the blue gear, bike 121. Hansen, Gosselaar, Jesseman, Millsaps, and Hahn, the top 5. Once again, I guess one of the things that's hindering Millsaps was a terrible start. He's having to fight his way back through. And he's catching this battle. It's going to quickly become a 3-rider fight for second.
Just like in the heat race, we saw Davi's turn some of the fastest lap times. He's already turned a 52.8, while the leader, Josh Hansen's turned a 53.6, almost a second a lap faster, and he's doing it coming through the pack.
Problem is you've only got 15 laps. There's another one. Millsaps with a great move. Cuts back inside, hat, 3rd, and then gives it back up to Jesseman. And he tries the inside line again, and he'll make it. And it looks like this time he'll get it to stick as they head into the woods.
I think he caught Jesseman a little bit by surprise there. Jesseman was focused on trying to make a move on Gosselaar. Wasn't aware that Millsaps had made up so much ground. Millsaps made a quick move, now sets his sights on Chris Gosselaar. Chris Gosselaar, another interesting story. He did not have a ride coming to this season. He kind of ran out. He's had some bad luck. His career really wasn't going where he wanted to be. He goes to Pro Circuit. Troy Adams was originally supposed to ride the East Coast Series for the Monster Pro Circuit team. He broke his femur. A job opened up. Chris Gosselaar goes down to Vince Payne and goes, hey, let me ride your bikes. I'll sweep floors. I'll do anything I can for an opportunity to ride your motorcycles. Chris Gosselaar got that opportunity, and he's running up front.
That total commitment paying off for Gosselaar. Not in that corner, however, as he slips back to third. Millsaps now to second and trying to chase this rider right here, Josh Hansen. Red Bull KTM rider out front. And really the biggest problem Davi Millsaps has right now, Denny, is starts. If he could get a better start, he'd have a better chance of catching Hansen. He's not out of it yet, but we're just about halfway through. Here's how Millsaps got the second.
Gosselaar went wide. Millsaps just stuck it on the inside line right there, shut the door on Gosselaar, and Gosselaar had nothing for him. Millsaps now sets his sights on Josh Hansen, who's just about 2.5 seconds out front. I think it's just going to be a matter of about 2 or 3 laps before we see Millsaps all over Josh Hansen.
Another lap completed. Millsaps bouncing through the whoops. Sees Hansen in front of him.
It's interesting to see. Millsaps quickly caught Gosselaar and Jesseman, and both these guys have kind of latched onto his speed right now. A little bit of an advantage when someone's faster than you. They make a move. You can kind of see what they're doing once he's in front of you and maybe pick up the pace. See where they're braking, see where their acceleration points are. And it seems like both Gosselaar and Jesseman have picked up their pace as they're learning from Davi Millsaps.
Well, and even when you're going fast, sometimes somebody being quicker than you in front of you shows you, oh, maybe I can go even quicker. Stay with us. Can Hansen hang on for the win? Here in St. Louis, round number 1 of the Amped Mobile Supercross Lights East Coast Series. Davi Millsaps on the red Honda number 118 in the white riding gear has caught our race leader, Josh Hansen, on the KTM. And these two will battle for the win here now inside the Edward Jones Dome.
Josh Hansen, his father, a former Supercross champion, Donnie Hansen, has got his hands full right now with the factory Honda rider of Davi Millsaps. He's going to have his hands full real quickly at both the Millsaps, Gosselaar, and Jesseman, because all 3 riders have been running faster lap times as Josh Hansen seems to have gotten a little tight as these guys are closing up on him.
The temperatures outside tonight below 0 with the wind chill factor, but boy, is the action heating up here. Millsaps with a great move. That's basically the same way he took over second.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see Josh Hansen. When you go wide in the corner that tight, you're basically conceding the guy behind you is going to come inside and block you. That's exactly what Millsaps did. And now check out Chris Gosselaar. His lap times have dropped into the low 54s. He is going to possibly take over the second spot.
And Hansen really looks like he's pushing now, Denny, because once he got passed by Millsaps, he seems to have gotten even farther out of rhythm.
Well, when you start making mistakes, sometimes those things amplify and just start snowballing. And then arm pump sets in. Arm pumps, when your arms start filling with blood, your grip gets bad, you can barely hold on to the handlebars, let alone turn the throttle and pull in the clutch. And I think that's probably what's happening to Josh Hansen. First race of the season on the East Coast. Josh is getting a little arm pump, and now he's got his hands full as Chris Gosselaar is taking over second place.
Well, Hansen tried to come back, couldn't get the job done. Millsaps now really starting to open up a good lead over Gosselaar and Hansen, who are still fighting over second place. There you see the gap with about 5 laps remaining here inside the Dome in St. Louis.
Now Josh Hansen, if he can just take a breath, kind of relax a little bit, loosen up his grip on the handlebars over some of these jumps, maybe he can settle down a little bit, settle in behind Chris Gosselaar, and then put on a charge these last couple laps. Leaving the first round in second isn't bad. Leaving in third, still not too bad. But when you start out the race out front, finish back in third, it's not where you want to be.
Here's Krista.
Something Josh Hansen talked to me earlier today about, so poetic right now. He said he's so excited to start this East Coast season, but he said he has to be careful not to get too excited. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to be able to calm himself down, like you said, work on one position at a time, try to get his way into second. Denny, you mentioned it was Millsaps' birthday just recently. Well, Josh Hansen's birthday, February 16th. He just turned 22. By the way, he's from California. That is definitely west of Omaha.
Yes, Josh Hansen, young rider. I've spent a lot of time with him and his family growing up to the amateur ranks, falling back to third. This kid, Davi Millsaps. A lot of guys say this is the future of our sport. He's going to be the next James Stewart, soon to be moving up to the 450 because he's such a big kid, big, strong kid. You know, with him out front like this, it's hard to argue that.
Danny, if he goes on to win this title here this year, this East Coast Championship, is it a no-brainer that he moves to the 450s next year?
I really believe that Davi Millsaps, this is his last season in the lights class. He's so big, he's so strong. Honda made a big investment in him. They pulled him away from Suzuki, got him out of his contract, got him on a Honda. This is a kid that Honda is putting a big future into.
Let's go back and show you our progressive whole shot replay.
Coming down the center of the pipe, you're going to see these guys coming in this first turn. You see Josh Hansen right there to center your screen, trying to dive down. Chris Gosselaar, on the other hand, right there on that Pro Circuit Kawasaki. He's going to get the whole shot, and you see Hansen will make a quick move. Start out front with the whole shot. Gosselaar will drop back, and he'll come back to the pack and end up, he's currently in second place.
Well, we talked about making a statement here in round one, and boy, Davi Millsaps is doing that tonight. Gets a terrible start, not surprising, not exactly his best attribute as we've talked about. However, Denny, the pace that he is running, best lap of 52.7 now, about a full second faster than Chris Gosselaar. That makes a statement about what we can expect over the next 6 rounds remaining in the year.
In practice today, Ralph, he was the third fastest guy on the track overall. Only 2 guys faster than him were James Stewart and Ricky Carmichael.
Running in the Supercross class here tonight as well.
And nothing's more demoralizing to your competition. It's bad enough to beat him and win, but to come to the pack, pass you, and then take off to almost a 4-second lead on just lap 13. There's nothing more demoralizing than that, and he's definitely setting the stage as we head into Atlanta next week.
Well, as I said, talking to Davi earlier today, he was so pumped up, ready to get underway. Boy, almost went over the front of the bars there. Yeah,
the track is challenging right now. It's breaking out. He's caught up behind Matt Walker. He's trying to put Matt Walker a lap down, and lap traffic can definitely be a problem. We've seen it a lot of times. The guy out front gets held up a little bit. You can make a mistake. Little lapse of concentration can put you down very quickly.
Last lap, he really needs to be careful. He's got a healthy 3.5-second lead over Gosselaar at this point. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the career develops with Davi Millsaps. So many people say with this big rider on that bigger 450, and he might be just the perfect shape for that bigger bike, and he could just destroy the field in the bigger Supercross class when he gets up.
He's got a huge possibility and work ethic. The kid works really hard. He lives in Cairo, Georgia. He has a motocross track, a Supercross track, all within about 5 feet of his front door. And Davi Millsaps has put it to good use as he's going to take this win. Looks like the opening round of the East Coast Series.
Well, and then we move on to Atlanta as Davi Millsaps wins here in St. Louis. The momentum will be huge as he gets to race in front of the hometown crowd at round number 2. Gosselaar takes second. Jesseman gets third. Hansen drops all the way to 4th.
Josh is going to have to go back, do some homework. He's got about 7 days to figure out what went wrong and how you go from 1st to 4th. Hansen will figure it out. The Red Bull KTM will go back to the homework. Well, Davi Millsaps, on the other hand, he's just going to keep on doing what he did tonight.
Boy, the momentum will be huge next week for Davi Millsaps. I'm sure the Georgia Dome will be rocking with all of his friends and family and fans from Cairo, Georgia, who will be packing the Georgia Dome next week.
Chris Gosselaar takes second. I don't think he's got to sweep floors anymore at the Pro Circuit Race Shop.
Well, Chris has got the winning mechanic.
That's right, talking to Carlos Rivera. Carlos, Davi had to come from behind. Was that the strategy all along? We knew starts weren't his strength.
Well, that's not really the strategy for him. You know, he want to get a good start like everybody else. Didn't work out that good for him, but he's factory Honda, Domo tires, and Yoshimura tires works excellent. Come out, and he did excellent.
excited. You just won. Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for him. You know, we've been working hard today and try to fix things out, and I want to thank the Team Honda. They helped us out so much, and we can do it without him.
All right, thanks. Carlos Rivera, our winning mechanic. We'll talk to his rider.
All right, well, they can go back to Cairo and work on those starts and maybe the enthusiasm as well. We'll talk to the winner, Davi Millsaps, when we return to St. Louis.
Talking with our winner of our 125, our Supercross Lights division, Davi Millsaps. Davi, congratulations. You had to do it the hard way coming from the back.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get the greatest start. Got cut off by Hansen and all them in the first right at the start. But, you know, I didn't come out bad, and I just rode smart, got by everyone, and, you know, just went to the front.
And was that kind of your strategy all along? You knew you'd probably be back there, right? The starts haven't been your strength.
You know, I was hoping I wouldn't be, but, you know, most likely I would have been. But, you know, I ended up being back there, and, you know, I'm glad I made it to the top. You know, I saw Hansen, I saw his gain on him, and, you know, everyone else was riding good. Gosselaar stayed on me the whole race. They rode a great race, and, you know, I was just really happy that I won.
Davi Millsaps gets the jump start on round 1 with the win.
That he did, Krista. Let's show you the results. On the Kawasaki, Yamaha, and KTM, all 4 of the major manufacturers right there, except for Suzuki, who come in 7th place. So the manufacturer's going to be shaking things up a little bit. Battle should be strong as the series moves on to Atlanta. Well, let's head back downstairs to meet our 2nd place winner or finisher, Chris Gosselaar, who's with Krista.
Yeah, and I guess meeting him is kind of appropriate. We talked so much about Davi Millsaps, Josh Hansen. Chris Gosselaar, you don't get a lot of pub, but here you are in 2nd place.
Yeah, I went in a little under the radar there. A lot of people forgot who I was after last year, but I just got the whole shot out there, put my head down, and rode 15 solid laps, I guess.
Well, he may have been under the radar before. He's not anymore. Chris Gosselaar on the podium in 2nd.
Well, he is without a doubt in the spotlight, Chris. Get used to it. And I got a funny feeling you're going to be there for the next 6 races as well. Here's our Buku Big Air replay. Davi Millsaps, skying in the dome. Something he hopes to do in the next 2 weeks, as the next 2 rounds are also in domes, Atlanta and on to Indy from there. Krista?
Branden Jesseman loves St. Louis. He won here in 2003. Not the win today, but 3rd place, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. My Yamaha Troy Pirelli tires and the suspension got me out to a great start. And, you know, I got some personal problems worked out, and, you know, I'm feeling great.
Feeling great and off to a great start for the 2006 East Coast Series. Branden Jesseman in 3rd.
The Supercross Light season comes to an end this May in Las Vegas. Of course, with Speed being the home of the Supercross Light Series, we'll be there for the East-West Shootout. Make sure you join us this coming May. Well, with 1 round of 7 in the books, Davi Millsaps has the points lead, Denny, by 3 over Chris Gosselaar.
Yeah, Davi laid down the fastest lap times all day long, and he didn't disappoint in that main event. While Chris Gosselaar and Branden Jesseman, with podium positions, they really turned their careers around, and this is a good way to start things off.
A lot of racing still to go with the series here on Speed. Let's show you.
Till the final lap, the Mobile